Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a book review video, and this book review video only has 5 books in it. I couldn't get through another book, and that's just because the 3 books out of the 5 that I read were like thicker books. So let's just get right into it. Now this book that I'm going to show you is a book I got at Book Bingo, twice a month, for most of the year. They don't do it during the summertime, because you have other events going on. My local library hosts Book Bingo, where if you get bingo, you can get a book. It's for kids, tweens, older people, young adults, all different age groups. And if you don't win, you can still get a book at the end of it. And this is the book I got. Now this book, I got this book because it was a question and answer book, and I really like those kind of books. And I think I read one the last book review video, or the book review video before that, the one about do geese get goosebumps or something. So this is called Do Giraffes Sleep Standing Up? It's by John Wilman. This is what it looks like. And this book, unlike the other books, it's not separated into categories. It's basically question after question after question after question after question. There's no chapter marks, there's no part marks, there's no what would you call it, like real organization in it. Like there is some where it's like they'll do some animal questions and some anatomy questions and some history questions, that kind of thing. But I don't understand why they just didn't put all the history questions in one category, all the animal questions in a category, and so on and so on. Some of the questions in this book were kind of interesting. The one about, why do giraffes sleep standing up? There are some questions, though, in this book that I really didn't think they had to be in there. Like, it was about who played the character in this movie, and then this person played the same character in this movie. It was just weird questions like that, and I'm just like, why? Or why would somebody have paid however much this book was to read this book? That's a book that I would just pick up at a book sale or Book Bingo or whatever. So this book is Waypoints. It's My Scottish Journey. It's by Sam Heughan. This is what it looks like, and this book did take me a while to read. It's about Sam Heughan. He is Jamie Fraser from the Outlander series. And this book is separated into 2 distinct areas. The first area is his life story, and then the second area is he's going on this trek through the Scottish trail, I guess. And it's him getting through that, meeting people on the way, his weird conversations with mushrooms he talks about. Now, in my opinion, I read a different book by Sam Heughan before, and I liked it, and it was the guy that played Dougal Mackenzie. He helped him with that book, and then they made a show about it. I wish this book was just about his life. Like, he could have made a whole separate book dealing with his trek through this Scottish hiking trail. Because, in my opinion, it helped him reflect on his life, kind of, in a way. But I think I would have liked it if the book was more about his life than this hiking trail he was on. Like, every time there was a break in between, when he would switch from the hiking trail to his past and his present, I was just like, I just want to skip through this hiking stuff. I just want to get to the parts that are about your life, because that's what I got this book about. So this next book, I'm really ticked off by this book. So this book is a 500-page book. And this book took me forever to read. and it's called The Last Templar. It's by Raymond Khoury. That's how you say his last name. That's what it looks like. Basically, it's sort of like the Da Vinci Code. Now, I don't know if I read the Da Vinci Code books. I don't know if this book came before the Da Vinci Code or after the Da Vinci Code, but it's literally the same exact thing. Like, it's about this woman. She's the archaeologist who, there was this thing at the Met Museum about Vatican artifacts, and these Knights of Templar people who dress up like them came to take one of the relics, and she goes on the hunt to find it, and she finds out that this relic helps find the notes to the last of the Templars and where they hid their treasure. And then there's this detective man who shows up who's like her love interest, and what ends up happening is that they figure out that this thing that the Templars had was written by Jesus himself. It was his gospel. And what this details is about how supposedly the things he did weren't true. Like, all the miracles he did weren't true. He was just a regular man. And that's basically what this gospel is about. Him, I guess, setting the record straight. And I'm not going to tell you the ending to this book, but it ticked me off. It was basically like, why did you have to make this book 500 pages? Why did you make it 500 pages? And second of all, it didn't have to be that long because the ending was crap, in my opinion. It was like, it's a knockoff of the Da Vinci Code, and it was too long of a book. And the ending, I was like, this book wasn't even worth reading. So if you see this book, don't waste your money on it, because the ending was crap. So this next book is called Hail to the Chef. It's a White House chef mystery. It's by Julie Hyzy. This is what it looks like. I'm terrible with people's last names. I say this like in every book review video, but I am. So this book is, I have some of the series in this book. I don't know. I think this is like the second book in the series. It has recipes in it. It's about the chef, and it's around like Thanksgiving / Christmas season time, and one of the electricians dies, and it's up to the chef. I forget what her name is. Ollie. Now, Ollie is short for Olivia. They spell it Ollie, and when you first read it, you think, oh, this is a man, until they say her full name, and you're like, I cannot picture this character as a woman. Like, for some reason, like, when you first read it, you're like, okay, this is a man. It's the protagonist of the story. He's gonna figure out the mystery and blah, blah, blah. And then as it keeps going on, you figure out and you find out that it's a woman. Her name's Olivia, really. You're just like, I cannot picture that character as a woman anymore, because I pictured them as a man in the beginning. But anyway, she has to figure out why this person died, and as it's going on, the First Lady's dealing with some stuff that Ollie is trying to help her with. And it took some twists and turns in this book. I feel like they made it have twists and turns in this book because, like, you lost interest in it. Like, once you started losing interest in it, then there was a twist in the book. Or this happened. It was like up and down, and then it was like flat for most of the book, that kind of thing. And this book, I read the first book. I don't know where. Oh, I see. It's down on my other shelf. But this is the second book in the series. This is A Percy Jackson and the Olympians. It's Senior Year Adventures Book 2. It's The Wrath of the Triple Goddess. It's by Riordan. This is what it looks like. And basically, and the pages are like a bluish green kind of color. Well, the sprayed edges, I guess. I guess that's how you say it. It takes place after the first book. Percy has to get recommendations from gods and goddesses so recommendation letters, so he can go to New Rome College with his girlfriend Annabeth. And he got the first one, and this one is about, I don't know how you say her name. It's Hecate. I don't know how you say it, but anyway, she wants him to watch her pets. It's a polecat and a hellhound. And she's going to be gone all week for Halloween because Halloween is like her sacred day. So she thinks everybody's celebrating her and not really Halloween, that kind of stuff. And you think, oh, easy peasy. Well, the animals get out and he has to find them. And I'm not going to tell you what happens at the end of the book, but I'm kind of thinking, I wonder if this series is going to have, because he only needs 3 recommendation letters, so I'm wondering if there's going to be 3 or 5, because when he wrote the Egyptian series, there was only 3, and I think when he wrote the Norse god ones, I think there was only 4 of those. So I'm wondering if it's going to have a full set of 5, or if it's going to just have 3 or 4 in the set. But I really liked this book. I thought it was way better than the first one was. Because the first one was more like world building. And the first one, too, had like, I feel like it had minor gods and goddesses in it. And this book had an actual goddess in it. Like the main goddess in this book that I actually knew something about. But other than that, that was my book review video for this month. I'm hoping next month I can at least read some kind of spooky books for October. I know I'm going to read at least one. And I'll see you guys next time with another video. Bye.